The act of taking your attention off of everything material and putting your attention on nothing but space. If reality is both a particle and a wave, if it's matter and energy, and there's an invisible field of energy called the quantum field that exists beyond this space and time, that you can't experience with your senses, but can only experience with your awareness, and that unified field, that invisible field of frequency, that is that very frequency that connects everything material and organizes everything into form. So then when you broaden your focus and you take your attention off of matter, you're putting your attention on that invisible field of energy, whose signature is oneness, whose signature is order, whose signature is greater and greater levels of wholeness. The person is feeling so whole, so in love with life, that it's impossible for them to want. I mean, how can you want when you feel whole? You feel like you have everything. And so we've measured this on people. And in fact, we can actually predict when it's going to happen to a person. We start seeing more and more order taking place in the brain, and all of a sudden we can say after a certain point, this person is going to have a very transcendental moment. And when we see those two hemispheres coming together, when that person is connecting and they feel whole, energy moves right into their heart, and their heart starts beating very orderly and very coherently. The heart begins to produce an ambient magnetic field. Now, the field and the energy is beginning to broaden from the body, and that energy is frequency, and that frequency carries information. And now the person feels connected to something greater. And you can walk around and look at that person, and you can see tears of joy rolling down their face because they feel so whole, they feel so in love with life, that they feel connected to something greater, that I call that the natural state of being. So what does it mean then to get beyond the self? If we're getting beyond the analytical mind and cooling off brain activity that's associated to everything familiar in our life, that means then, in order for you to get beyond yourself, you're going to have to take your attention off of everything material and known in this three-dimensional reality. And our research shows that when you go from a somebody to a nobody, from putting your attention on some things to putting your attention on nothing, to putting your attention from somewhere to nowhere, when you're putting your attention from sometime into no time, that is the moment you're disconnecting from this three-dimensional reality. And in a sense, we call that getting